Yo, what is up, people? It is your boy MM2K of PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, Geeks, and Ubimos Gaming back again with another game stream. Today on Pew Pew Chat, we are going to be playing Division 2, and we are going to talk Phil Spencer, his comments being made, comments that he made in regards to games, first party games coming to other platforms. What was said, what wasn't said, all that stuff. We might touch upon Grand Theft Auto 6. I think people are a little bit upset that GTA 6 is or whatever they call the next GTA. People are a little bit upset that it appears that the trailer is going to be only 1 minute and 30 seconds long. And I've been having some conversations behind the scenes, and I've been telling people, if you were expecting more, you haven't been paying attention to Rockstar. Also, I've been playing some Cyberpunk. I got some thoughts on it. They're going to be doing some stuff tomorrow. We could talk about that as well, but let's get started. Let's talk about and the game that I'm playing today, of course, is Division 2, Year 5, Season 2. I always got to do this because there's a glitch with this. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Did they take my gun? Yeah, they took my gun. Oh, that is so weird. Okay. I was looking at the wrong thing. I got to do this because they always forget to do this. I got to do this in order to get that extra perk back up there. All right. They said I got something in my mailbox, so let me check it out. Mailbox. Oh, I got a named item cache. Do I have anything else? No. All right, let's check out everything that we got this week. Let me first talk about Phil Spencer and what he's had to say about Tim Stewart's controversial comments that he made to investors, I think at a Wells Fargo summit. The comments were based on I think that's the wrong. The comments were based on Xbox's, or not Xbox, but really Microsoft's gaming's future plans, right? What they plan to do in the long run as it relates to drop leg holster. I don't ever remember seeing that. Oh. Yeah, their future plans on how they're going to address their first party titles and whether or not their first party games are going to The Carpenter, never seen that. Their first party games will appear on other platforms, including Game Pass. Grown great. Never seen that. I think I got one more. Okay, cool stuff. All right, let's go to these different caches and swap them out. As it relates to Phil Spencer and what he said to combat Tim Stewart, I think I was watching Reforged Gaming earlier. As I was playing, I was doing some more footage, some more recording of Cyberpunk 2077. I'm almost close, y'all. I'm getting closer and closer to Man, if y'all don't quit running into me, you punk motherfucker. Shit. Stop breaking me out of my menu. I'm gonna whoop y'all ass. Shit. Anywho. In regards to what Phil Spencer was saying about what's not going to happen with Game Pass, here are my thoughts on that. Ooh, this looks like to be a better version. What is that? Hazard protection. That's way more armor. Hazard protection, headshot damage. Health and armor regen. Damn. I might have to break that one down. And so I can boost this one up. Yeah. Oh man, ain't that something? Okay. Anywho. Tim Stewart talked to some investors, told them that Microsoft's future is that they're looking to take first party in Game Pass and put it in other places. Any place that has a screen. He said them places include PlayStation and Nintendo and places like GeForce Now. And he said that because he's like, look, these places have, we're getting into high margin gaming. These places, they do well in those areas. And when we put those games there, Phil Spencer's talked in the past about, his mind being changed about getting outside of the console war market when he saw how much Minecraft elevated Microsoft and Xbox. But now is elevating Microsoft gaming. He said that he wants to see more of that. And so therefore they will examine putting their games on other places. Like that's their goal. And they're going to do it more. They said they're going to do it more. It's a bit of a change in strategy where their goal now is to put these games in places that they never put them on before, in places that are normally conducive with competitors that they wouldn't even entertain doing that with. They're going to start that ASAP. Let me see. So, okay, let's go here. Sydney, McAllister, East Mall, Metro runs. Hold on, let's go back to the map. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm all over the place. Hold on, Manhunt. Okay, targeted. Missing curators. East Mall, Washington, D.C. Complete all activities to locate the hostage. Oh, I hate doing that. I hate when it does that. Okay, what is she? She's that symbol. See if I can find her. She's that symbol. East Mall, Washington, D.C. Where's East Mall at? I don't see that symbol anywhere. This is West End. This is Foggy Bottom. Like I don't see that symbol. Oh, this is it right here. So I guess I go to this control point. Okay, I guess that's it. There's no more. The symbol isn't there. That's the problem. Cold Blood says back to streaming garbage. I'm disappointed. Cold Blood and his kindness. He says, why are you not on Discord? The second, if you read my post, the second hour, in about 40 minutes, I'll be on Discord. I'll be on, Geeks, and then we'll be doing, I'm gonna do Far Cry 6 over there. But yeah, come on, why is this? I'm having an issue here. Let me see. What am I logged into? Here, let me do this. Hold on 1 second, y'all. And I might just have to reboot before I do the second Far Cry 6 stream. Okay. That shouldn't be causing an issue. Stop. Let's close that out. This right here. That out. And that really should be it. Nothing else should be causing an issue. Okay, all right, let's get back. He says Far Cry 6 is the most boring game. The day that I say that I hear Cold Blood say something that makes him happy, I might have a heart attack. Or say something positive about something, I might have a heart attack. Now I would have done Far Cry 5 to that comment, Cold Blood. I would have done Far Cry 5, but I haven't played it in so long, and I don't want to spend my time trying to reconfigure myself to stuff.
Okay, I'll switch the area.
I want to just hop right into it. Woo! How did it get me? That doesn't even register correctly. But yeah, Phil Spencer says that. Oh no, Tim Stewart said again what their plans that they would like to do with their first party. Damn it! And he spoke broadly about their future plans. Well, a lot of people hit the internet and said, look, the Xbox games are for the streets. It's like we said, y'all have given up on the console war. It's over. Y'all are not looking to compete with PlayStation. Y'all raved the white flag, and now y'all trying to create your own lane like Nintendo, because y'all can't even beat us in the console war. A lot of people were saying that. So a lot of Xbox gamers got mad, got concerned, and was like, oh no. Tim Stewart, why would you come out here and say this? This is horrible. Why would you say this? This is bad. Tim, why would you say this? Me and Cold Blood had some conversations too. And Cold Blood can vouch. I told you guys. He said, when you say Phil is the best, that's what I love to hear. I told people they're going to try to backtrack on this somewhat. Now, what Phil did is he didn't do a backtrack, which to me would be more worrisome if I was you, diehard Xbox console gamer. If you're one of these new Xbox gamers and you love Xbox though, but you're not like real invested in them competing at a hardcore level, if that's not what tickles you fancy, if you just simply love Xbox because it gives you a cheap way to interact with a whole bunch of games, then like I always tell you, this bud's not for you, okay? To pivot off the famous "this bud's for you" phrase. I noticed I'm getting a lot of stuttering, y'all. I deeply apologize. But Yeah, if I was a hardcore console guy that, you know, believed or needed the Series X to be better than the PlayStation 5 on paper, that watches Digital Foundry every week to see which new game on the Series X outperforms the PlayStation 5, that's talks specs and the monster that eats monsters, and then also battles back and forth over, you know, Xbox games being better than the PlayStation formula, who bellyache over Xbox games not getting high accolades, but PlayStation games getting them. If you're those type of gamers, if you fit into that realm, you cannot be excited over what's going to happen. Because Tim Stewart talked about a future. He didn't say the immediate future, a goal. He talked about a goal of getting Xbox created and curated content on as many platforms as possible. Meaning, I don't need an Xbox to play Xbox titles. And we're not talking about titles that already fit under that description. We're talking about titles that may, you know, that generally are Xbox titles, right? You know, I'm not guaranteeing that it's Halo. I'm not guaranteeing that it's Gears, but you can see a future where that should not be out of the realm of possibility, because you don't know, based upon what Tim Stewart said. He said, we're looking to get our first party everywhere. And he talks about a shift, a change in the strategy. They're not mentioning anything broadly at the moment, meaning they're not at a spot to officially announce this, but that's where they're headed. They're headed to a place where their games have the potential to be anywhere and everywhere. So yeah, that could mean Halo on PlayStation. That could mean Gears on Nintendo. None of that's off the table is what they're saying. And where you even saw where Microsoft and Matt Booty was like when it came to NVIDIA GeForce Now, remember? Via the emails. Matt Booty was like, no way we're gonna allow our games on that platform. I said, they're a competitor. Send up a cease and desist in so many words. I'm paraphrasing, but tell them to yank our ish ASAP. Like they weren't having it at all. There's been a change in that mentality. Now they got PC Game Pass on Xbox. Everybody loves it being there. And that's the continuation of their strategy. You're gonna see more of that. More games on competitor platforms where they're allowed. Now, GeForce Now, because it's a conduit service, of course it fits their business. They want to get any and everything on there. They're only competing as far as the cloud game delivery service. GeForce Now doesn't make games. They don't curate games. They don't have exclusives. They're just basically trying to take your games that you play on PC and create a conduit service around the PC. I don't even know if you want to call it. I don't consider PC a platform. It's a place to play. Like a platform is like a you know, like I don't really consider mobile and PC platforms. You have gaming stores on mobile and PC, right? Damn it. That slick son of a bee. You have gaming stores there. shoot. But nobody owns PC. Nobody owns mobile. Like there are gaming stores that heavily influence the purchases and stuff that are made on PC that heavily influence the purchases that are made on mobile. But there is no owner. That's why personally, this is just my personal take. I'm hard pressed to look at them as traditional platforms in that sense because they're not competing with anybody. So, and they're not competing with anybody because PC is not owned by an entity, right? That being said, all GeForce Now is doing is just, granting you access to your games that come from PC gaming. And they're not competing in games. They're competing in delivery systems. That's where they compete. But now Microsoft is in a place to where it's not so much that they're going to have their own delivery systems. Like they're going to have their own cloud service. I feel like they're still going to have their own hardware, but they're not going to compete with other delivery systems. Right? Like they're going to have their own PC store. But they're not going to be in competition with those other delivery systems. Like for instance, Microsoft is going to be on Steam. Oh shit. It won't run. Microsoft is going to be on Steam, even though they're going to have their own store. They're going to utilize they're going to leverage battle.net, right? Which makes sense. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm toast.
Oh man.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Woo. Whoa. So because of that, Microsoft is doing something that is unprecedented for them. They're simply saying, we're going to have a delivery system. We're going to have cloud. We're going to have hardware. We're going to have a PC store. But we're going to put our stuff on everybody's PC store. If you just simply enjoy Xbox and all you want to do is get Xbox and enjoy our titles via our delivery systems, then fine. Here's how you do it. We're going to give you access We're going to give you access via our cloud dongle. We're going to give you access via our mobile store. We'll give you access via our cloud service, right? That is the message. So because that is the message and that is the strategy,
What the hell?
damn it, how did I miss him? He got fired. Because that is the message and that is the strategy. What Tim Stewart outlines heavily suggests that now Microsoft is out of the competition with PlayStation. Why? Because Microsoft and PlayStation were battling over ecosystems. They're battling over ecosystems. They're battling over, hey, look, I want you to choose my ecosystem over that other person's ecosystem. Where Microsoft now now doesn't care about what ecosystem that you're in. All they want to do is expose you to the content that they curate or create. That's what they care about now. PlayStation, it is in a battle to get you to their ecosystem. That's why the PlayStation Portal was created. They told you the PlayStation Portal wasn't designed to be a peripheral that on its own generates them a lot of money. It was designed to simply keep you playing PlayStation more, to keep you entrenched in their ecosystem. Microsoft now just wants you to be engaged with their content. They don't care whose ecosystem that you do it on. Now, they're going to create their own ecosystem at a cost-friendly price for them in order for you to do it. But the end-all be-all is just engagement with their content. That is more of a third-party approach. And really now, Microsoft's true competitor, I would say it still is Amazon, because Amazon's going to want to do the same thing. They're just doing it via cloud gaming. And Amazon is more of a Microsoft corporate than a Microsoft gaming competitor. I think what Amazon is looking to do is more of like an ecosystem battle as well. Well, no, I take that back, because Amazon gaming is everywhere. That'll be allowed. Like that new RPG game that they're making, I think that's coming to consoles. I believe that is. So, yeah, their competitor still is Amazon, even though they got a serious leg up on Amazon. But Microsoft's true competitor is Tencent. That's who they're mimicking. Tencent has its own delivery systems, but Tencent is more of a third-party publisher than anything. Like Tencent, you guys may not be aware, but Tencent is working with NVIDIA to create the Chinese version of GeForce Now. So that's who Microsoft is really trying to be. They're trying to be the American version of Tencent. So when you try to be the American version of Tencent, the ecosystem war is over. It's about engagements. So it's like, we're no longer trying to outdo Sony or even outdo Nintendo and who brings the most people to their ecosystem. We're battling Amazon, who's trying to do the same thing, but they are far less progressed than we are. But really, our competitor that we're trying to topple, first and foremost, is Tencent. We're trying to outperform them. That's where they're at. So again, when you hear Tim Stewart say what he's saying, and you hear Phil Spencer speak, and you realize Phil Spencer has not contradicted a damn thing that Tim Stewart says, like all he said was, we have no plans right now to put our games on Game Pass. Okay. Tim Stewart never said we are putting our games on Game Pass. I mean, we don't have a plan, rather, to put Game Pass on PlayStation. That's what Phil Spencer said. Okay. That is true. But just because that's true, that doesn't mean that they don't have a plan to do so. It's like Nintendo. Like, I don't know why zealots are sitting there raising their hands in victory because there are no plans. Microsoft is continuously eyeballing and viewing Nintendo either becoming a part of Microsoft or working more with them. And they're like, and Nintendo is like, nah. I mean, you know, we can partner where it makes sense, but at the level you want to do it, nah, we're not doing that. And Phil Spencer in his emails is insinuating, look, they may not be doing it now, but that's just because they don't realize it. That what we want them to do is what they need to do. It's in their best interest. So when the time is right, we're gonna heavily put. They have as their goal set, as their desire to have more integration with the Nintendo. Maybe even buy them, including buying them, right? So just because there are no plans to do so with Nintendo, does that mean that's not a goal set? Does not mean that that's not something that they'll work towards and that they would fully take advantage of if the opportunity presented itself? And I think even more important than that, why this weird focus solely on Game Pass is part of, you know, to try to frame Phil's rebuttal? Why just Game Pass? Tim Stewart talked about so much more. Like Game Pass was like an afterthought. It was your games, your first party games, the games that you create are now going to be everywhere. Not just not just Call of Duty, not just ABK. Like now they're opening the door that all your stuff, or in any multitude of your titles, stuff that we would have never imagined on competing platforms, now you guys are setting the scene to get them in other places. Like again, Gears on a PlayStation, Halo on the Switch. Like all that's all that is on the table now. So what are we talking about? Why just focus on Game Pass? I think that's so weird. Why are you guys just focusing on Game Pass? I think it's weird to do that, but I know why you guys are doing it. Because you're doing it because you're trying to set yourself up for the next argument, which is, well, yeah, Master Chief might be on PlayStation, but y'all can't get it day one in Game Pass. So now that's going to be the argument. You've gone from, we got the better ecosystem, we got the better exclusives, that our games are going to be, we're not going to give you ponies access to anything. You're going to have to buy an Xbox. To now you don't need an Xbox, even because they're not selling. Like no. Let me go back a little bit. At first it went from, now we are going to we're gonna kill the ponies. Xbox is going to, when you use Dustin's hand chart, Xbox is going to destroy PlayStation and run PlayStation into the ground. You ponies are going to be crying. Cope. The copium is at an all-time usage, all that stuff, right? It went from that to, console sales don't matter. Xbox is going to, they're doing bigger and better things now. They're trying to take over gaming. They're gonna have, they got a bigger war chest. They're gonna make more money than PlayStation. You wait till next quarter, right? And then it goes to, all right, well, we're looking at financials. Doesn't look like that on an annual basis, even with Activision Blizzard, that you'll make more money. You might win a quarter here and there, but you're not going to make more money overall year over year. Okay, well, we're not going to make more money overall, but that doesn't matter because we got Game Pass. I mean, no, we still got our games, and you're not going to be able to play some of the best games that are going to be created out here, because our games are the best. They're the future. And cry ponies, because you got the same old formula and you don't have a roadmap. Now it's, okay, well, our games may not be exclusive to the platform but now you don't have Game Pass. And the only reason why I'm breaking this up is because, again, there are Xbox gamers who are not included in my personal ire. There are Xbox gamers who simply, again, appreciate Xbox for what it is. You know, it is a very cheap way to get into and try out a multitude of games. Even if they don't have the best delivery systems across the board, it still gives you a lot of flexibility in trying out a variety of interesting and high profile games. It just simply does that. And if that is good enough for you and you're happy with the Xbox platform as it is, regardless of what PlayStation's doing, then I think you have the right idea. Those guys are fine. The people that I'm like confused with, because like, what is your measure of success? Like, you criticize me because I'm disappointed that Xbox no longer is heavily rooted in the AAA genre defining market. And I'm not, and I don't have that ire because I want you to like what I like. I personally don't understand why they can't provide that the same nuance that they're trying to provide now, along with having a heavy presence in the genre defining market. To me, it's confusing why they can't do that, because PlayStation is doing it. Now, there are some aspects that PlayStation is not doing as rapidly as Xbox. Like, you know, Xbox is going full-fledged with its day and date in the subscription model. They're doing that day and date. All right, got it. And also its seamlessness across different places in its ecosystem. They're going full-fledged with that. I'll give that to Xbox. The seamlessness that they've engaged as far as, you know, you playing in the cloud, you playing on PC, you playing on console, really is second to none. That being said, despite that, my question is, if you're a genre defining AAA gamer like me, that again care about the games that are being talked about at the Game Awards as far as Game of the Year, that care about the big blockbuster games, that care about an ecosystem curating exclusives, because that gives you an increased incentive to make sure that this game is a banger and is going to get high acclaim and stuff like that. If you're someone like that, what now is your standard? Like, what is your standard now? Like, it seems like that you've given up on all standards just to hope that Microsoft can do something better than PlayStation, can do something that's acclaimed better than like you've given up every single thing that you stand for just for that appraise. And I think that's sad. Like, many of you, before this generation even started, just 3 years ago, your mindset as far as what you were looking for as a gamer was radically different. Well, your stated goal as a gamer was radically different.
System restored.
And the problem is that
Rogue agent detected.
oh shit, let's go, baby.
Detected. Hostile shock trap detected. Rogue binder firefly detected. Hostile.
Yeah, your stated goal was radically different. And the thing that it's like, if you're sitting there capping this hard for a platform just cause you hate another one, Like how does that help? How does that help gaming? Like if you can't set a standard and stick with it for the progression of gaming, then how does that help your fellow gamers? What, regardless of what you like. As consumers, we gotta set standards. Like this is what I want. This is what I like to see, right? Ain't that how it's supposed to work?
Location nearby. Immediate medical assistance needed.
I thought that's how it was supposed to work. Damn it. But y'all set no standards, man. Y'all go with any and everything, and it's disgusting. Like how do we combat issues with buggy games and stuff like that? How do we do that if, all right, there's a standard that you set, but if Microsoft falls short of that standard, it's okay. Like then we give game developers and publishers mainly a free pass to just give us whatever they want. Because what happens is, if we're like, no, man, games need to, we need games to do this and we need these type of games to do that. Right? If that's the standard that we're setting. But then because Microsoft can't do it, all of a sudden now you're like, oh, no, it's okay. Nah, it's not a problem. Like with Starfield. Starfield's a prime example. And again, if you like Starfield, I don't care. I'm talking about those that clearly was like, at the beginning of this generation,
Serious trauma detected.
they had 60 frames per second as a standard. They're like, nah, man, these PlayStation games that are
Guarding location nearby.
these PlayStation games that are not 60 frames per second. Like PlayStation is duping its consumers. When y'all thought that Ratchet and Clank and all these other games, when they weren't 4K 60, because those games weren't 4K 60, you guys were like, oh yeah, these developers Sony is duping y'all. Y'all just going for it. This is the 9th gen. Everything should be 4K 60. Then now all of a sudden your games aren't.
Firefly detected.
Now your games aren't
Firefly detected.
coming with 60 frames per second modes at all. And now it's okay. Like how? And that's my problem, man. The problem is that you guys don't settle on any standards, and you're giving we're really publishers, because it's not developers that want to shortchange gamers. It's the publishers. You're giving publishers free reign.
They must think they're immortal.
And they're getting it courtesy because of your capping for Microsoft. That's why I have way more respect for the PlayStation community, because they'll set standards, and when PlayStation doesn't reach those standards, they will go ham on PlayStation. The only standard that Microsoft, their biggest enthusiasts have, the only standard that they have is don't make us look bad on Twitter. That's it. That is it. Don't do something that makes us look bad on Twitter. That is their standard. That's sad, man.
Should have left us alone.
Sad. What time is it? We got 5 minutes. I'm gonna read these comments in a little bit. As soon as I take care of this rogue agent. Damn it.
That minigun.
Agent in need of backup.
Get him.
That hurt.
Get him. It's sad to me, man. Whew. No standards, bro.
I'll go out. It's out.
My head's all fuzzy.
On the flank. That'll teach him.
Just so sad, bro. Got him. Woo!
Eliminated.
Y'all know I'm the stuff.
Supply room access unlocked.
I know I'm the stuff. Oh man, they wouldn't even unlock the supply room access until I killed them. All right, so let me read these comments and then we're gonna head on over to Geeks so I can play some Far Cry 6, but I gotta reboot my computer.
I don't know if we could have done that without you. Safe.
Yeah, man. That is my problem with all this like y'all don't hold no standards. Like all y'all care about is us not looking bad on Twitter. That's it. Don't make us look. So Tim Stewart, why are you saying this, man? Like, and then look, Phil Spencer gets on air and does nothing to refutate what Tim Stewart says. Because Tim Stewart didn't say that Game Pass is coming to PlayStation or Xbox. He says we want them to be on where we would never have that approach. We want them there now. Anybody that will accept us. We are no longer trying to leverage our ecosystem versus anyone else's. Our ecosystem is just part of the grand scheme of things when it comes to Microsoft gaming. It's just only a portion of it. He said because we make a lot of money there, but it's the growth potential is no longer there. So because the growth potential isn't there, the growth potential is putting your stuff on other platforms. Our ecosystem is now just a part of the pie. That's why when you look at the org chart, look at Microsoft Gaming. Phil is in charge of Microsoft Gaming. He's not in charge of Xbox. Sarah Bond is in charge of Xbox, and Xbox is a subdivision of Microsoft Gaming. But guess what's been spliced out? Xbox Game Studios. There is no more Xbox Game Studios. It's now Microsoft Game Studios. Why? Because they're being prepped to deliver and build games, not just for Xbox, but for other platforms. So even though the core revenue right now is via Xbox, they're not going to tether solely their content to Xbox. They now want to journey elsewhere. So now Xbox will be a launching pad for you diehards, for you that love Xbox and hate PlayStation so much, right? For those of you that necessarily don't want to buy games. The Game Pass model is what serves you. So we're gonna put our game. We're gonna if all you need for your gaming needs to interact with our games, or if your preference for your gaming needs is to do it within our ecosystem, then now we got like a dongle / some hardware that's comparable to the NVIDIA Shield. It'll deliver you high performant games like the NVIDIA Shield. I think that's what they're aiming at. That's going to be our next form of hardware. You can pick that up and use that. Or You can play us on a dongle or play, like how GeForce Now is. If interacting with Xbox games is all you're looking for, or interacting with Game Pass really is all you're looking for, you can either do it via a dongle, any dongle that's out there, or you can get this Xbox Shield dongle that'll give you higher performant output from Game Pass games, like NVIDIA and GeForce Now and the NVIDIA Shield. That's going to be a sector of our revenue. But the growth is now in making that same stuff that's accessible via our ecosystem alone, making it available everywhere. So with that being the blueprint, Phil said it himself, we got to now look at PlayStation and Nintendo as part of the Xbox or now the Microsoft gaming family. With that now, the console war is over. There are many Xbox gamers who don't care about the console war because really, if you care about I think there's no better way to put it. People who authentically care about the console war from a gaming perspective, care about the console war because they care about the type of output that's derived from fierce competition between console platforms. A console war purist, not fanboy, not zealot, a console war purist cares about the console war because they care about the output that said platforms are putting out in order to bolster their ecosystem over the other. Why? Because they understand that fierce competition brings forth the best games out there from a AAA standpoint. They know that. Every year, they ain't even the Game Awards. Go to these Game Award shows before the Game Awards even became a thing. Go to the DICE Awards and then look at the games that are routinely nominated. The majority of them are what? Console exclusives. So a console war purist, that's what they care about. Now, what's happened is the console war purists are now being backed in the corner and being mimicked by zealots and fanboys. Zealots and fanboys don't care about a particular outcome. All they care about is a brand. And their job, they feel, is to guard that brand no matter what. See, a console war purist will see an ecosystem and say, now that one is the best. I'm going to bat for that one because of the output they provide. And then they'll get into their console war, attacking and talking smack and all that and trolling. That, you know what I'm saying? Because a console war purist bases their decision off of who they go to bat for based off the outcome. Where zealots and fanboys, it's the reverse. Instead of looking at the outcome and then going to bat for the brand, the zealot or the platform fanboy goes to bat for the brand regardless of the outcome. You see how that's different? And you see how that trends gaming in a different way? Now, there are some things in console warring that, you know, it's tasteless to to just say it the way that it is. Console warring can be tasteless. It can be mean. It can be shrewd. But at the centrifuge of it is the desire to see better omitted routinely. It is, you are doing the best. You get my seal of approval because of what you're doing. And therefore, I'm going to shine. I'm going to hold you up over everything else, like on the Lion King, like Mustafa on the Lion King. I'm going to hold you up over everything else and say, see, this is what greatness looks like because of what you produced. Where the console war zealot and the fanboy, they try to find ways to boost up a brand regardless of what they're doing. And that's the problem. We have console war purists who recognize what's going on with Microsoft, and they've abandoned the platform. I'm one of them. I'm a console war purist. I'll admit to it. I'm a console war purist. That competition, I know, is what drives gaming. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. All right, so we'll talk about this more when we go to the Geeks Ubisoft Hour. Let me do this. I'm going to give you guys the link. Let me read some of these comments. It says, the difference is one guy is talking to banks and investors, the other talks to a bum. PC Game Pass is the only acceptable Game Pass. Sean L in the house says, yo, he says, we should build a monument for Sean. He demanded me to be on your shows. The Ally and the Legion Go is Philness' favorite to sell you junk pass. He says, so you got double Philness by both Spencer and Harrison. Sean says, I bought Persona 5 Tactical on Xbox because if you bought it on Xbox, you'll get it on PC as well. He said, why not just play it on Game Pass? He says, Sean, that's what. Okay. All right. We're going to go over to Geeks here. Let's do this. Geeks. This is the Geeks crew. Twitch. Hold on. Twitch.tv/Geeks crew. All right. All right. So let me send that to you guys. Get ready. Give me about like 10 minutes and I'll be over there. All right. But that's it. Peace.